Hey, hey, my, rock and roll never die. More to the picture than meets the eye. Hey, hey, my. Out of the blue and into the black. You pay for this and you pay by giving you that. And once you're gone, you can't come back. When you're out in the blue and into the black. King is gone but not forgotten. There's a story of a Johnny Rotten. It's better to burn out than it is to rust. The king is gone, but not forgotten. Hey, hey, my, rock and roll never die. There's more to the picture than meets the eye. Good morning. In the woodshed with Brian. Hey, expectations. What do you expect in your life every day? Well, I came today. My wife's having some surgery done. And it's not going to take as long as we thought. So I can't go do what I want to go do. So this podcast is in the middle of something my wife's going through that I have to take her home and take care of her for the next couple of days. And this is something that's, if you think about it, you don't expect things like this. And when you do and they tell you it's coming, sometimes it's even harder. Like being out of the blue and into the black, you know? Out of the blue and into the black. And I'm just learning this song. I started playing it yesterday. So we can play it, Steve and I can play it next Sunday on our live Sunday podcast. Yesterday was so much fun. I was able to show off a couple songs that I've done, and I'm not that good. And that's what I want you to see. But I want you to see a progression. I want you to see, I got a mask on. I had to put a mask on in order to go to this place with my wife. Anyway, and I'm in my truck. It just all comes together. When you think about what's going on, and expectations is the thing we want to talk about. Though. Don't get off on all these tangents and everything, but expectations, boy. When you don't expect something and it happens, how do you react? And maybe sort of like assuming, which I've had another podcast on, if you expect something to happen because you're thinking it's going to do this, it's going to do that, and then it goes the other way, and you go, wow, that's all? How many times has that happened? Out of the blue and into the black. Pay for this, but they give you that. Right there, they give you that. You pay for something, you want something. Pay for this, but you give you that. And that's why it's on that note. Give you that. They don't just... And if you think about it, that's what life is. A whole bunch of expectations. A whole bunch of thinking this is going to happen, that's going to happen, this is going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, what you think's going to happen doesn't happen. And all those scenarios and all those worries and all those anxieties and everything that you've been going through, they're not there anymore. I am so glad I didn't do this outside. It's starting to rain. And I just noticed this little scratch on my guitar here, so I'm kind of about that. Because this is my new buddy. My guitar is my new buddy. Never expected this. I had no expectations whatsoever that I was ever going to be able to play the guitar and sing again. Ever. Until Steve came along. And for 2 months now, he's been pushing me. From out of the blue, and into the black. And why? Because there's more to the picture. More to the picture meets the eye. Hey, hey, my. See? Expectations. There's always more than what you think. It always comes out to be different than what you have, and it always isn't what you've been thinking about. So why do you let everything stress you out so much? Why do you take it inside to a point where it's the only thing that matters, and you're all, if this doesn't happen, see, you're thinking about what should happen. And yeah, a lot of the stuff you're saying, a lot of the stuff you're doing, yeah, I'm talking to you. A lot of the stuff that you are doing, a lot of stuff that you're talking about, telling people to do is stuff that's not even going to happen. So if you just let it go, and then when it happens, you got to be ready for it. I don't mean don't get ready for it. We can talk about that in another one. We're talking expectations here. And when that thing gets there, when you get to that point, you're all set. Because not only have you got it ready, not only have you got it ready, but you know what you're going to do. You know what the result's going to be. And you have a pretty good picture on what's going on. So expectations can be good or can be bad. Because if you have a negative attitude going in with bad expectations and everything's going to be there, what do you think is going to come back at you? So anything that you go in and you come out, and even if there's a problem, make it a, that's all, problem. It's still a problem. It's still there. You still got to deal with it. See what I do? I've never done it. This is how I'm trying to do stuff. And I want to tell you something. Changed my life. Expectations. What's there doesn't usually happen. You can make stuff happen. Now, that's not expectations. That's another story. But we're just talking about what you expect to happen. What you expect that person's doing. What do you expect that person's saying? Why do you think that person's over there? What do you expect that he's going to do when he does that? You know, if you got someone at work that doesn't work well for you, if you tell them to go do that, you got to expect you're going to get another person over there. Because you know they're not going to be able to finish it in time. But what you do is you wait long enough until you can see, well, okay, there's enough done now. Okay, I'll get the other person over there. The two of them should be able to knock it out. And then they both don't. Because as soon as they get over there, they got into the tune of the other guy. So they both slowed down. Your expectations are different than what happened. Now go deal with what happened. See? And that problem won't happen again. Because once they see that you don't need your expectations from them, that's what was missing. So in a relationship, it's a two-way street. With friends, it's a two-way street. With animals, it's a two-way street. See what I mean? Expectations on everything. You expect your dog to do this. You expect your cats to do this. Oh, they'll be in it this time. They always do. You expect it. See what I mean? The reality makes it an expectation because you know it's going to happen. But it's still an expectation. And it's a good one. So at bodymindredesign.com and at bodymindredesign@gmail.com, that's where you can get a hold of me for email if you'd like me to get back to you. On my Facebook page, bodymindredesign.com, Facebook, YouTube. And you won't ever have to get out of the blue, you know, because hey, hey, my, rock and roll will never die. More to the picture than meets the eye. Hey, hey, my, out of the blue and into the black. You pay for this, but they give you that. And once you're gone, you can't come back. Out of the blue and into the black. So, it's time to go. Hey, Bazana, thank you for saying hi. Appreciate that. Appreciate hi. How you doing? So we go. I say, please, be good. The king is gone, but not forgotten. This is the story of Johnny Rotten. So try to be true to yourself. No, don't try. Be true to yourself. So you've got good, you got to be good, and you got to be true to yourself. It's better to burn out than it is to rust. The king is gone, but not forgotten. So, adios! I have to say that every time. That means this is over. You've got a good time. I hope you did. I hope you... This music, you wait till Sunday. This is going to be a finished song all the way through. You're going to hear it right through, and it's going to be... Try to get it perfect. But when I do my stuff like this, I pluck. I don't strum. I hope you realize that. And a lot of the songs might sound a little different than what they were originally are when I do it alone. But when I do it with other people, I'll do it the way it's supposed to. But I have my own style of doing things, just like you do. And with the expectations, I can do a lot of stuff with this. So see, expectations can be good in any way. So, now that I've said be good, I've said be true to yourself, and now I've said adios, I can come out of the blue. Out of the blue and into the black. You pay for this, but I gave you that. See? Expectations. Once you're gone, you can't come back. Out of the blue and into the black. So adios, everybody. Have a good day. Adios!